You mean to tell me then? I mean, Kelly just destroyed the illusion of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's idyllic marriage after over 20 years of picture-perfect grins, red carpet kisses, and relationship goals headlines. Hold on tight, because Megyn's alleged insider knowledge revealed that Keith wasn't the devoted husband everyone believed him to be. Not at all. He allegedly used Nicole to establish his own business by taking advantage of her notoriety, wealth, and connections in Hollywood. And he's out free and clear now that the empire is firmly established. Here's the real kicker, though. Why would Megyn say this now and jeopardize her reputation? We're investigating because something seems strange. It's amazing how quickly the internet can turn a tale on its head. One moment, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are being hailed as the epitome of true love. And the subsequent one? That is to say, Kelly unleashes a truth bomb that sends Hollywood reeling, like a talk show cyclone. I didn't think Keith was the hopeless romantic he acted like. He knew exactly what getting married to Nicole would do for his career because he was a strategist. To be honest, Keith wasn't exactly selling out stadiums or at the top of the charts when he first met her. He struggled to remain relevant despite his talent. After he placed that ring on Nicole's finger, his name appeared everywhere as if by magic. Award shows, TV interviews, charities, galas, and red carpets. Keith Urban was suddenly more than simply a country music artist. By association, he was a member of Hollywood royalty. Megyn Kelly suggested precisely that. She didn't mince words. She apparently claimed on her show that Keith Urban fell into opportunity rather than simply falling in love. The internet was rocked by that one sentence. From incredulity, fans descended into anarchy. Because Nicole was viewed for years as the elegant, devoted companion who supported him during his public breakdowns, relapses, and rehab. However, she is now being viewed as the victim of a lengthy scam. Insiders. According to insiders, Nicole disregarded all the warning signs since she needed stability badly following her tumultuous split with Tom Cruise. Keith also played it well. He charmed her like a country lad. Acting modest, sentimental, and spiritual, it was the exact opposite of the excesses of Hollywood. However, as Megyn said, love and leverage are not the same thing. It is said that Keith was well-versed in walking that line. The true twist is about to happen. This wasn't a casual remark. According to online sources, Ment used receipts to support this claim. She reportedly saw documents, possibly even emails, that showed Keith using Nicole's name to negotiate sponsorships and appearances without getting her full authorization, similar to those high-end endorsement deals when Keith's asking price was miraculously doubled by Nicole's attendance at an event. If accurate, that goes beyond simple manipulation. It's a complete business plan. And the crowd thoroughly enjoyed it. Social media was inundated with Legends segment clips. Side-by-side videos were submitted by fans. Nicole and Keith go to movie premieres together. Keith accompanying international trips. Keith grinned for the cameras as Nicole carried the brand. Others went farther, referring to him as Hollywood's most charming opportunist. Some people even made the joke, Keith Urban didn't marry Nicole Kidman. He married the spotlight. Public curiosity, however, was not the end of the story. Oh no, it grew gloomier as rumors circulated that Nicole had learned. A claimed close friend claims that she found dubious contracts connected to Keith's management team contracts that reference her name being used in third-party marketing, her branding value, and her image rights. Consider that. When confronted, your own husband is making money off of your face behind your back. According to sources, Keith dismissed it, claiming that everything he did was done to further their legacy and that it was simply business. Nicole, however, apparently didn't believe it. That's when the quiet started. The pair no longer participated in joint interviews. The grins in the pictures faded, and their public appearances became more chilly. Therefore, Megyn Kelly's decision to stand up wasn't based solely on gossip. It was as if it were confirmation. All of a sudden, the dots were joined. Nicole began to make sense of her abnormally private behavior, her recent tearful interviews, and her retreat from several initiatives. It was more than just a divorce. On a professional level, it was a betrayal of trust. People avoided Nicole. She is reportedly upset, but she is determined not to let this break her, according to entertainment bloggers. One even asserted that she has stopped allowing guys to use her name to create businesses. It reminds me of Tom Cruise from Deja Vu. Keith Urban now tells stories of exploitation, domination, and image to powerful men. Nicole is allegedly not playing nice this time. As word spreads about Megyn Kelly's exposé, more individuals are being implicated. During the marriage, Keith's financial talks were handled by an enigmatic accountant, brand agents, and public relations strategists. The section that supposedly highlighted the appearance of equality in Hollywood marriages was when an anonymous source told a gossip site Nicole thought she was protecting love, but what she was protecting was a carefully constructed business partnership disguised as a marriage. Perhaps she is correct when she says, in that world, love doesn't just come with a ring. It comes with a contract, because there is more to Nicole and Keith's story than a failed romance. It concerns the precarious equilibrium between trust, wealth, and celebrity. The main query that has everyone discussing right now is, why did Megyn Kelly come forward at this time? Why would she want to make this public? Some people think it's her attempt to regain notoriety following her own professional scandals. Some believe she is sincerely attempting to expose the hypocrisy of Hollywood. She has rekindled a scandal that threatens to ruin one of entertainment's most polished images, regardless of her motivation. Suddenly, what was once a tale of grace and glitz has become a case study of deceit, greed, and manipulation. The formidable actress Nicole Kidman, who has endured everything from Oscar rejection to Scientology controversies, is currently dealing with what may be her worst intimate betrayal to date. And it wasn't from her former partner. However, nothing was able to stop the storm after it was revealed by a journalist who will not allow the truth to die in silence. Overnight, it burst. By morning, hashtags such as the Meggy and Said It First and Keith utilized Nicole were popular on all platforms. In retrospect, those who had formerly admired the couple were now analyzing every interview, every red carpet video, and every smile that appeared to have been faked. This is where things became messier, though. Let's say Kelly wasn't giving up. During a live stream, she allegedly reiterated her claims, adding, Keith Urban is the kind of man who learns how to love the camera before he learns how to love his wife. The statement alone sent shockwaves through entertainment newsrooms. The collective gasp of Hollywood's public relations team spinning in fear was almost audible. A dot. And when mean speaks receipts begin to appear, you know what follows. All of a sudden, unnamed industry insiders started disclosing purported internal memoranda and email exchanges from Keith's leadership group. According to these purported documents, Keith's name was connected to brand relationship expansions that were unexpectedly contingent on Nicole's involvement. According to some contracts, Nicole's presence at specific events might boost Keith's marketability by as much as 400%. 400%. Imagine now that you discovered your own marriage was being used as a publicity stunt. The internet is raving over the version of the story that is circulating in gossip circles. People are referring to it as the quietest scam in Hollywood. However, it doesn't end there. One insider claimed that Nicole's crew had been wary for years. They observed that Keith's endeavors consistently coincide with Nicole's significant life events, such as magazine covers, award shows, and film premieres. Like clockwork, Keith would headline a gig, sign a brand deal, or release a new record out of the blue. Is it a coincidence? Megyn doesn't believe that. A dot. Megyn allegedly disclosed during her purported exclusive that Nicole was often approached by her inner circle, but she dismissed it with the remark, Keith would never use me. He loves me. Oh, the irony. The world now sees that quote being replayed on TikTok paired with slow zooms, sad music, and captions like, he loved her strategically. Fans of Megyn Kelly are now praising her for exposing Hollywood's gold rush marriages. Others accuse her of fueling misogyny by turning a woman's pain into clickbait. But regardless of opinions, one thing's clear. Her comments have reignited a cultural conversation about celebrity power dynamics. Who's using whom in these relationships? Who's building whose career? And then came the supposed financial trail. According to tabloid-style leaks, Nicole's name appeared in Keith's corporate filings through several entertainment venture companies that managed branding, merchandise, and sponsorships. In some of these, her likeness and image rights were allegedly used as collateral value. Translation: her fame literally added monetary worth to Keith's business empire. Dot. And if that sounds cold, wait till you hear this one fake report even claimed. Nicole found out only after seeing her name pop up in a financial audit tied to a luxury car sponsorship key signed in 2021. The deal allegedly listed her as an image-based equity partner. She didn't even drive the car. But the heartbreak doesn't end with money. Emotional betrayal is what fans can't stop talking about. Megyn's commentary struck a nerve because it reframed their love story as a case of manipulation hiding under Southern charm. People are pulling up old footage. Keith crying on stage about his beautiful wife Nicole blushing on talk shows. The two of them are saying we complete each other. Now the internet sees every tear, every laugh, ace a performance dot. And social media detectives are digging even deeper. Some users claim to have spotted patterns in Keith's interviews, how he always mentioned Nicole when launching new projects, and how he'd subtly redirect questions to plug his next tour or album. He turned every marriage milestone into marketing, one viral tweet claimed, gaining over 500,000 likes. Then came the wildest twist, rumors of a secret conversation. A supposed leaked audio clip allegedly from a close friend's phone has been circulating online. In it, a voice believed to be Nicole's is heard saying, "He used my name, my face, and my fame, and I let him." Of course, there's no verified proof, but that didn't stop fans from spreading it like wildfire. Meanwhile, Keith Urban's camp has gone full damage control. His Pure team issued a vague statement saying, Keith remains focused on his music and family and refuses to engage in baseless speculation, which, of course, did the opposite of calming things down, because in 2025 internet logic, silence equals guilt. And speaking of silence, Nicole Kidman hasn't said a single word publicly. No denial, no confirmation, nothing. Just a few cryptic Instagram posts, a black and white selfie with the caption "Peace, Eyes, Power," and another showing her walking barefoot by the ocean. Fans interpret every post like it's a coded message. Some say she's healing. Others believe she's gearing up for her own tell-all moment. Meanwhile, entertainment reporters are whispering that Nicole's lawyers are reviewing certain branding documents tied to Keith's production companies. Some believe she might take legal action to reclaim her image rights. If that happens, this could turn into one of the biggest celebrity legal battles since Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but Megyn Kelly isn't done stirring the pot. She allegedly hinted there's more to come, and that she's received additional tips from people close to the Urban Kidman circle. On her show, she supposedly teased, "You think this is about love? No, this has to do with power and who gets to enjoy it." The story then abruptly changed once more. A Hollywood divorce rumor has evolved into a comprehensive probe into the exploitation of celebrities. Even Keith is being compared to past examples of career-climbing husbands by online critics. He has swiftly become a meme throughout it all, with some referring to him as the modern-day Mr. Kidman. Keith's name is once again everywhere, which is ironic. His music is available for streaming. His interviews are popular. His name is incessantly mentioned even by his detractors. Even scandal cells exist in Hollywood, so if Megyn Kelly's accusations were intended to destroy him, they might have had the opposite effect. It's chilling, though, the question that everyone is now asking. Did Megyn Kelly give Keith Urban the notoriety he's always sought, or did she really expose him? Another explosion made headlines just as the commotion was beginning to subside. According to an Australian entertainment outlet, Keith Urban's PR staff and a high-end endorsement firm exchanged exclusive digital correspondence. According to the purported emails, Keith used Nicole's reputation as leverage to boost his international instant messaging business, acting as though his own wife were a company asset. The message allegedly contains specific marketing tactics that are closely related to Nicole's red carpet appearances, such as coordinating Keith's tour promotion with Nicole's Vogue cover drop and maximizing Nicole's Academy Award participation. Once you give them a taste, they want the entire feast. So it sounded more like a commercial relationship signed in diamonds and per the internet than a marriage. Detectives on TikTok went crazy. Each fan account became an investigative organization. In one widely shared video, Nicole's big movie releases were superimposed on Keith's whole career path. And you know what? Her professional peaks curiously coincided with all of his. His tour sales increased threefold when she won her Oscar. His sponsorship deals skyrocketed after she performed in Big Little Lies. A dot. Fans were no longer the only ones forming relationships. Financial analysts, entertainment attorneys, and even former publicists offered their opinions. The hook was said by an unnamed public relations expert to a gossip blog. It's no secret in Hollywood that Keith Urban's brand relied on being Nicole Kidman's husband. The pitch was that. All of a sudden, Megyn Kelly's alleged outlandish claim became less ridiculous. Meanwhile, rumors circulated that Nicole's close circle was incensed. According to Rumors, her team was looking through previous sponsorships and contracts to determine the extent of the financial network. According to some unsubstantiated accounts, Nicole discovered that she had been mistakenly labeled as an executive contributor in one of Keith's company endeavors, and not for any innovative reasons, only because of the name value. Imagine discovering that your value was exploited without your knowledge or approval. The actress who portrayed Virginia and Grace Kelly will be an Oscar winner. In someone else's business pitch, an icon was condensed into a PR bullet point. Pitch for a business. People's emotional toll was evident. Outside her Nashville house, she was photographed by paparazzi wearing sunglasses at night and clutching her phone in a distressed manner. The images with titles that featured Nicole's mask behind the serene pandemonium were published by tabloids. Additionally, according to inside sources, she has been meeting discreetly with her legal team to finally remove her name from Keith's business dealings, not to argue over money. Then followed the unexpected turn of events. In other words, Kelly went live once more, this time claiming to have fresh evidence that demonstrated Keith's manipulation was not only financial or emotional, but also calculated. She alluded to career engineering strategies that allegedly planned partnerships, fabricated press releases, and even staged events to make Keith appear like the ideal husband. This was the quote that went viral on the internet. Keith Urban married more than just Nicole Kidman. He turned her into a franchise. It was almost like Hollywood trembling. The reaction was instantaneous. Keith was unfollowed by celebrities. Colleagues in the industry who had previously referred to him as the kindest guy in country music fell silent. In the meantime, Nicole's fan accounts started to proliferate on social media under the hashtag #JusticeForNicole, turning her from a reserved movie star into a representation of empowerment and self-determination. And larger outlets joined in as the story took a turn for the worst. Each of them conducted their own investigations and claimed to have unique information. The Daily Mail, page 6E, News. According to one report, Nicole's refusal to request spousal assistance during their divorce was not motivated by altruism. It has to do with the principle. She didn't want his name associated with any more money. According to the report, Nicole has been getting ready to give a speech in public. Nicole reportedly told a reporter that she wants to control her tale before others further twist it, according to a list actress and her close friend. This essentially confirms that something is developing. One thing is certain, the silence is no longer peaceful, whether it's a sit-down a la Oprah or a statement from her spokesperson. It's getting ready. Keith Urban's team, meanwhile, has completely stopped talking. Just YouTube videos of previous concerts and a single tweet expressing gratitude to fans for their steadfast support. No posts, no interviews. However, in celebrity code damage control mode, everyone is aware of what that entails. Additionally, it's failing because every time Keith makes an effort to disappear, new accusations are made by another source. According to one, Nicole once questioned Keith about an enigmatic joint account that she never opened during their marriage. Another said that Keith obtained a TV scoring contract in 2018 by utilizing Nicole's production connections. It doesn't matter if none of it has been verified. Perception, not evidence, is what Hollywood thrives on. And the current perception is harsh, brutal. Kelly, however, is taking great pleasure in it. According to reports, she is hinting at a whole episode titled The Nicole Files, in which she would examine how Hollywood conceals emotional exploitation under glitz. People are paying attention, regardless of whether she has solid proof or is just making incisive remarks. Her popularity is skyrocketing. Right where she thrives, she's back in the spotlight. Ironically, her career is now being aided by the very scandal she exposed. Once more, the circle of celebrity consumes itself. Let's face it, though, this is about more than simply Nicole and Keith these days. This has become a public examination of celebrity relationships, where authenticity is the most valuable resource, fame is leverage, and love is money. Couples in Hollywood are suddenly scrutinized. Every picture taken on the red carpet seems a bit more funny. The caption, "Everywhere so in love," seems a bit staged. Nicole Kidman stands there in the middle of it all, observing, anticipating, and making calculations. She might get wounded. Perhaps she's angry. Perhaps she's simply tired of the commotion. In any event, one thing is evident. If Megyn Kelly is correct, Nicole lost the illusion of what that marriage ever was in addition to her spouse. Additionally, Keith Thuran may have achieved the fame he desired. But at what price? Because the only thing that doesn't replenish itself once it's spent in this town is reputation. The narrative is still developing. New proof, rumors, and headlines appear every hour. However, it is still unclear if Keith was the mastermind or perhaps another Hollywood victim of desire. Because the distinction between leverage and love has never been more blurred than it is now. I promise you that Hollywood always manages to surpass itself, even if you believed the narrative couldn't get any messier. Furthermore, the Nicole-Keith-Megyn triangle is only beginning. You know, Lumi Legacy will have every angle, every leak, and every concealed receipt. Once Nicole finally speaks forward. Hit the subscribe button then. Because the truth doesn't just surface in this town, it explodes. Turn on your notifications and participate in the discussion. Follow along on Lumi Legacy, where we reveal the stories they didn't want you to know, where stardom fades and where covert service takes place. Beaten.